In today's video I'm going to try to fix this power supply. This was the power supply that was housed in this enclosure. After 3 days I heard some sparking. After removing it, taking some pictures and a video that will be and watching it explode in front of my camera. So I contacted the people in China that sold it to me to ask for a refund, and they said, yeah, sure, just ship it back. Yeah, right. It's like 20 euros to ship it back for a power supply unit that is 45 euros. So why not try to fix it myself? So I opened it up. I found some things. I'm going to try to replace it, and I'm going to take you with me on this journey. As you can see, some things exploded and they are really crusty like that. So these things should avoid inrushing of currents. Well, they did their job and exploded. I got them on Amazon and I'm going to replace them. So because I actually have 2 of these power supplies, I could compare these components with the other ones. And guess what? The other board only has 1 of these thermistors. I looked it up. These were lower capacity, or should I say lower rated thermistors. These are the correct ones. These are the NTC5D15, and the other power supply only has 1 of these in 1 of these slots. And these are just 2 slots in parallel, so it doesn't matter where you plug them. So 2 in parallel of 7 does not replace 1. I don't know if that's technically correct, because I'm not an engineer, but apparently it failed on this one. This can mean 2 things. It's cheap as quality ones, or you cannot parallel 2 of these thermistors. Now, let's try to replace them. So I got these on Amazon. These should be correct. If you watch some pictures online, you can see they all use the 5D15 for the 24 volt power supplies using the 110 and 220 volt input. So I measured this one out. This is still good. It didn't explode inside, so we still can use the AC side. Now let's turn the board around. And even on the back, we can see some discoloration. Right over here, you can see some blackening going on. So yeah, let's try to solder them out. I'm going to use some flux paste just to help me out a bit. They are still stuck. That's one, that's another one, and we got them all out. As I mentioned before, we can just put 1 over here, because these 2 lanes are in parallel. Okay, that looks good. And there we have it, nicely and soldered in. Now I'm going to grab some leads, put them in here and test it out and see if it blows up again. So only 1 of 2 things can happen. This will work just fine, or I'm going to trip the power, lose my print that's going on, and you will see some sparking on this board. So yeah, let's cross our fingers. I'm going to stand back a little bit before I plug it in. And it looks like we fixed it. All right. So we have 24 volts. I have the meter put in the 24 volts. And we have the power going in, and it looks like it's working perfectly. Now I'm going to assemble everything because I removed the heat sinks of this thing. And yeah, we will give it a second chance. Now you could make the argument of why the hell are you doing this? And that's because I hate wasting stuff in general. So why won't you fix your own stuff like this? This took only 50 cents and 2.5 euro shipping to fix it, instead of throwing it on the e-waste and repair it yourself. Now that's another big topic that I'm highly interested in, and that is on right to repair. That is a hot topic, or it was a hot topic a few months ago, led by somebody, I'm going to link him, and the Americans, about Apple disabling people to buy stuff to fix them themselves. Because why would you fix it yourself and make it worse if they can ask you tenfold of what it really costs to fix it? Yeah, that's a good one. So my wife recently got a new grill. She wanted a new grill to grill on the vegetables, put on some meat, or especially some fish like salmon. And she told me, yeah, it's pretty expensive, but it's really good. Now, there was one huge complaint that everybody made on the usual sites where you watch reviews, and that is that the power cord is too short. Now, you could say, power cords, just use some extending leads and you're good to go. But that's where I will disagree. Because the 10 centimeters, or what is it, that they could make it longer and actually useful, they decided to cheap out on 50 cents of wire, ask you triple of the normal grills, because it's a name brand, and call it a day. Yeah, I don't buy that. So I have this extension lead right over here, and I'm going to use this to fix a grill. Now, like I told you earlier, Right to Repair is there to give people like me and you probably the chance to buy stuff from suppliers like Apple, displays, cameras, all these kind of modules, and to fix it yourself, including instructions on how to do it yourself, and not to put in some tampering stuff like proprietary screws that nobody has a bid for, or by putting in stickers saying that if you puncture it to put in your screwdriver, you void your warranty. And that is something that the Right to Repair is actually against for. Because ask yourself, why wouldn't you repair your own stuff? Like you can see, this took me only 5 minutes, 50 cents without shipping, and I have a working power supply. If that isn't a great deal. We fixed it, it's working. This video was more to show you that you don't have to be an engineer, I'm not one, to fix stuff. You just have to look at the shit stains. Thank you for watching. This was E from Noizie Works, and I see you in the next one.